And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying we will never break the chain. Break the chain. Oh, hi. How are you guys doing today? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm just sitting here listening to a little Fleetwood Mac. A little Fleetwood Mac, The Chain. Getting ready for this video. I didn't even know y'all were there. Oh, hi. How are you? Running with the shadows. Damn your love, damn your life. Listen to a little Fleetwood Mac. Getting ready for the day. Happy Monday. How are you guys doing today? I have a very drama-filled, gossip tea-filled, story-filled video to start your week. Are you ready? Bam! Didn't see that coming, did you? Neither did I. Anyway, how are you guys doing today? Now listen, Linda, listen. Now I've got this song stuck in my head. If you never love me again, I can still hear you saying we will never break the, never break the chain. Oh my God, everybody, I have gotten sent, you want to talk about the tea that I get sent today? Okay, let me tell you about the tea that people send to my DMs today, okay? You know, the times, Bob Dylan said it, the times, they are a-changin', okay? He also said, hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. This is kind of like a variety show. See, let me tell you, the times that they are changing. Back in the day, I would wake up to so many DMs. Well, I still wake up to so many DMs, but the DMs have kind of changed. By DM, somebody asked me the other day, somebody that direct messages me a lot. I talk about DMs in my videos, and I'll say, oh, somebody DM'd me this, and somebody DM'd me that. And then people will be like, and I got this, she said, what's a DM? And I said, a DM is what you're doing to me right now. It's what you're doing to me. Don't. No, I love the DMs. It's a direct message. And only contact me on Instagram. That's really the only place that I'm active anymore. But anyway, back in the day, like 4 or 5 years ago, I'd wake up and it would be like, oh my God, Jeffree Star did this, Trisha Paytas did that. Today, that is not what I wake up to. You know what I woke up to yesterday? I woke up to, I didn't even, in all honesty, because I'm paying it no mind. I'm paying it, I'm paying it no mind. All these cryptic, did you see that Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham from Fleetwood Mac put up these like cryptic, people are like, are they back together? Like, what's going on? People are like sending it to me like crazy. I guess that's when people really, like, they know who you are. You know, they know that I do the Fleetwood Mac, Stevie Nicks medleys over here. Rock on, gold dust. Please. Woman. Speaking of DMs, you know, I'm glad that some people understand me. I know I haven't been posting. I still post on my vlog channel on the weekend, but I haven't been posting on my other channels on the weekend. I've been really, really busy on the weekends. Okay, now, I told you guys this several months ago. People did not want to believe it. People didn't want to believe that this was true. I said that, like, you know, because I'm such a great singer, and I have this upcoming album that has been, like, we've been putting it together now for, like, 10 years. I mean, the collaborations, the duets, the trios, I mean, it is going to be the most unbelievable album. You can pre-order it in the description box below. How many of you just looked? Anyway, the pre-order is there. It is available, okay? Only on Patreon. But anyway, so, you know, I've been putting this album together. I kind of like, I didn't realize it until this weekend. So I was at this, we'll get to this in just a second where I was this weekend, because I had a very busy weekend. And I was at this musical, we'll call it an event right now, because I don't want to, I know you guys are going to like die when you hear about it and all this kind of stuff. But anyway, I was at this musical thing this weekend, and I heard these, you know, people talking about me, and they're like, well, who is he? And then they were like, well, she has him at all of his shows if he can come, because he's like her muse, and he's like the one that got her started. And they're like, well, who is this Peter Monn guy? And I overheard this person say, like, he's like the biggest, best kept secret in the music industry. Did you not know? Like, he is like the best singer next to JoJo Siwa. But like, did you not know that Peter Monn is like the best singer in the entire world? I was like, oh my God. And I did not know that. I did not know that I was the best singer in the entire world. Okay. But anyway, so I've been very, very busy. I was trying to kind of like keep it low key. I was trying to kind of keep it real low key, you know, and not really tell you guys like what was going on and stuff. Like, I don't like to like bring a lot of attention to that kind of stuff. But anyway, I did say a couple months ago, you know, I said that Lady Gaga had reached out to me and she had wanted me to do the Grammys with her, and then she wanted me to do the, I don't know, whatever, some other deal she wanted me to do with her, some music video for Abracadabra. I said, girl, I gave you that idea. Don't you remember we were talking about, like, some magic trick on the phone? Stephanie, pull it together, Stephanie. Okay, so then Beyonce had reached out to me, Reba McEntire had reached out to me. I mean, all these people had reached out to me. The only person that didn't reach out to me was Dolly Parton. But anyway, and I finally did do, like, a Sunday, it was kind of like a Sunday dinner gathering of friends at like this, anyway, with Stevie Nicks. I did do that. But Stephanie, well, I call her Stephanie because I've known her for so long. Lady Gaga keeps on reaching out to me. And she's like, Peter, I need you. Like, you choreographed all these dances. I don't know that you guys know that, but like, I am like a trained choreographed dancer. And so anyway, so I like did all of Janet Jackson's tours, all of them. So anyway, the lock and block, you know, like I invented that basically. So anyway, so Lady Gaga, I call her Stephanie, Steffi sometimes. Anyway, so I said, Steffi, you know, like, you always keep on calling me, and it's always when Sister Wives is on. Well, so she called me about 2 weeks ago, okay? And I really, to be honest with you, Vegas is hot, and I just, like, I love Vegas, but I just was like, it's in the middle of the heat. She wants me to do the show. It's at night. I like to gamble and go to the casinos. And so I was like, there's no way Stephanie knows that Sister Wives is on. So I said, so when she called me, she said, I need you to be at my opening shows for the Mayhem tour. And I said, Steffi, I can't do it. And she goes, what? Sister Wives is on, right? She's like, I knew you were going to say Sister Wives is on. And she said, and I said, yeah. I said, Sister Wives is on. You know, I do my coverage on Monday of Sister Wives. I'm really, really sorry. And she said, you know, Peter, she goes, since you've been using that Sister Wives excuse with me, she goes, I have been watching Sister Wives. In fact, I am caught up on Sister Wives. I watched all your reviews. I was like, she is shady. Lady Gaga is shady boots down, okay? And I was like, what? This is not a friend that goes behind your back to try to figure out your lies, okay? And so she was like, I know that season 19 is over and that they haven't even confirmed season 20. And she was like, and you don't, like, there's nothing for you to react to. She's like, you have nothing going on this weekend. And she goes, and I still saw that you haven't covered the last 2 episodes of 1,000-Pound Roomies, okay? So she goes, you can do that on the plane on the way out here. And I was like, so that's where I was this weekend, okay? That's why I didn't film a lot of videos. I had to pre-film my vlog so it looked like I was on my front porch and all this kind of stuff. But I was actually in Vegas. I was one of the dancers for Lady Gaga in the 2 opening nights of her Mayhem tour in Las Vegas. And interestingly enough, and I did want to give a little bit of a shout out because I thought that I was like keeping it a good secret. I really did. And then Hannah reached out to me. I asked her, I said, you know, like, people aren't going to believe this. So can I share this? So she reached out, Hannah reached out. Well, I don't really want to show her, her last name, but anyway, well, can I cover her last name? Here it is. You can see she took a screenshot up there of the concert, okay? And she said, okay, Peter, I see you stealing Gaga's show. And I was like, oh my God. How has somebody, like, seen me at Lady Gaga's show? Like, I was disguised. I had this tape. I was like, abracadabra. I even had stilts in my shoes. I didn't think that anybody would know it was me. I try to keep it real low-key, you know? Anyway, and I responded to her, and I said, it's been a tiring weekend opening the tour. Because she said something to me at the beginning. She was like, I didn't know where you were. And I said, oh, it's been a tiring weekend opening the tour. So I just wanted to give a little shout out to Hannah in my DMs for just really, like, listen, Hannah, okay? I appreciate the acknowledgement. And I know that, like, I'm the fish food behind Lady Gaga's piranha, but I am trying to keep it low-key over here, okay? I'm trying to keep it low-key. As if I wish my life was that exciting. You want to know what I did this weekend? Okay. What did I do this weekend? Let's rewind. Be kind, rewind. So, well, last night, so I have a movie club on my Peter Does Stuff channel. Peter's Summer Blockbuster Movie Club, where every week, sometimes every 3rd week, because I missed some weeks because we were on vacation and stuff, I pick like a summer blockbuster that we're going to watch. But right now, we're doing a series. We're doing the Final Destination movies because the new Final Destination movie just came out. So my husband and I last night, we watched 3 Final Destination movies. 1, 2, and 3. Tonight, we're going to watch Real Housewives of Atlanta Part 2 of the reunion, and then we're going to, because we want to find out, like, oh shoot, you know what I forgot? I have a fan like Angela Oakley. I bought one of those fans. I had to have one because she always carries this fan around with her. But anyway, so we're going to watch that, and then we're going to watch probably Part 4 and Part 5, and then the final one we're going to watch this weekend. So anyway, we did that. We got caught up on RuPaul's Drag Race. Were we all so surprised by the winner? I was so surprised by the winner. I mean, I had seen it all over Instagram anyway. But no, I wasn't really surprised. I'm not really sure. Well, that will say, should I do that in another video? We'll save that for, well, maybe that's somebody will ask me what I thought of the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race. I haven't even looked through what questions you guys sent me. So we're going to get to the questions in just a second. But we watched RuPaul's Drag Race. We got caught up on that. We watched Real Housewives of Atlanta. This was on Saturday night. Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then we watched, well, my husband had a bridal shower on Saturday. And I filmed like a vlog, I filmed long vlogs this whole weekend. And then, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Miami. No, we watched Real Housewives of Miami, Real Housewives of Orange County. That was kind of my weekend. And then I walked one night, I can't remember which night, and then I finished like 3 books. Well, I'm almost done. So my friend Nikki and I are doing a Christmas in July readathon over my Peter Likes Books channel. So we're reading 2 Christmas thrillers. I finished the first one, which was called Christmas Presents, and I'm almost done with the second one. I think I have like 58 minutes or something. Hold on a second. I'm listening to it on Audible. You Better Watch Out, and I have 59 minutes of that left. It's right here. And then I'm reading on my new Kindle that I got. I'm reading this zombie series called Zombie Fallout by Mark, I think, Tufo. There's like 322 books in the series. I'm living for it. And then I'm reading my other books. I'm reading a memoir by Joan Didion, and I'm reading these 2. I'm reading the Edge of Collapse series and the Nuclear Dawn series, or Apocalyptic series by Kayla Stone. I love her so much. And then I'm reading, well, I'm just reading all kinds of stuff. So I had such a great weekend this weekend. And then I also like filled the bird feeders and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, it was a really, really busy weekend. Oh, and then last night I started this new show. Well, I'm watching, so y'all want to know what I'm watching right now. I know that's probably so exciting for you. Peter, like, you have a Peter Watches TV channel. I know, and today I'm doing a review of The Balloon Boy, the train wreck documentary. I'm talking about all the stuff that I watch over there. So I'm watching Atlanta, Miami, Orange County. That's just like Real Housewives. Anyway, 1,000 Pound Roomings I have to finish up on. Bachelor in Paradise. I'm trying to get caught up on, but my God, those episodes are so long. I watched Big Brother last night too. Love After Lockup, Ozark, Poker Face, Outer Banks, and then last night, because those are the shows that I'm kind of like watching an episode or 2 every night. Poker Face, I'm halfway through the 2nd season. Outer Banks, I'm actually kind of really loving Outer Banks. I thought it would be cheesy, and it is cheesy, but it's like a treasure hunt kind of show. I like it. And then I'm watching Ozark. I am so struggling with Ozark. Everybody loves that show, but I'm struggling so hard with it. And then Love After Lockup. Oh my God, I love that. Anyway, and then next to my like series that I have to like binge watch, I have The Valley, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, Next Generation. Those are like the newest shows that just came out. And then Virgin River, Ozark, and well, Ozark I can take off that list because I'm already watching it, and Grey's Anatomy. Anyway, I'm just not excited about Grey's Anatomy, but I know when I get in it, because I love the medical dramas now, I know that I'll like really, really like love it. Did you hear that one woman that she was like, she got kicked off before the 2nd season. She played, oh, I'm not on Grey's Anatomy, on The Pit. I'm sorry, I was talking about The Pit. I love that show, The Pit, so much. But you know, the woman, it like starts with her. She's like the one doctor at the beginning, and then she goes home because she's sick and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I think she's pregnant or something like that. Anyway, she like supposedly, she's saying it's not true, but she got fired. She's not part of season 2. She's saying she didn't come back, and now there's speculation that she got fired or something like that. And they're saying it's because she's part of some church that's anti-gay or something like that. So when I bring up those topics and videos and people says like, who care? Why do you give a shit about it? Well, first of all, I give a shit about it because I'm gay. That's probably the main reason why I give a shit about it. But number 2, I think she probably gives a shit about it, don't you? Because she just lost a job on a really good show. I love that show, but I don't know how much truth there is to that. Y'all can read the articles about that. I don't know. But anyway, that's been my weekend. It's been a busy weekend. And so I thought we would start this week off with doing like a real fun. I just know, I haven't looked at any of them. I just literally screenshot them. And I just know that this video somehow is going to get me into some kind of trouble. I just know. So I put up on the Instagram, I think it was like on Friday or something like that. Oh my God, by the way, did you know, I just screenshot this last night. The New York Times just revealed It's list, here it is, right here. It's list of 100 greatest films of the 21st century, curated, I hate that word so much. I mean, because it's so overused today, you know. Curated from the votes of over 500 directors, actors, screenwriters, and critics worldwide. You know what's so interesting is I am like a movie buff. I haven't seen a lot of these movies that are like in the top 20. Like Parasite, that won the Oscar a couple years ago. I've never seen that. Mulholland Drive is number 2. My mother would love that. That was like the David Lynch movie. My mom loved that movie. I mean, There Will Be Blood, In the Mood for Love, Moonlight, No Country for Old Men, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I don't understand that movie. I haven't even ever been able to get through that movie. I don't get it. Get Out. Oh my God, I love that movie so much. What is on here that I know? Anything on here? Anything that would... Oh, Before Sunset. Oh my God, that trilogy of movies is one of my favorite movies so much. What is... Okay, let's see if there's anything on here that would really... Oh, the Kill Bill movies are on here. That doesn't... Oh, Best in Show! The Christopher... And see, everybody... Like, Jennifer Coolidge, everybody knows Jennifer Coolidge from White Lotus. And now everybody knows Parker Posey from White Lotus. But Jennifer Coolidge and Parker Posey actually got their start on the Christopher Guest movies. Do you guys not know Christopher Guest? I think he is or was married to Jamie Lee Curtis. And he did these fantastic movies back in the day called like Waiting for Guffman. Best in Show is about dog shows. And they were all in it because they all came from like Catherine O'Hara was in it. Eugene Levy was in it from Schitt's Creek. And they all came from Second City. And so it's all like improv acting. Oh my God, they're some of my favorite movies. For your consideration, I love those movies so much. So that doesn't surprise me that they're on here. The Tree of Life. Is that the Brad Pitt movie? I didn't understand that movie at all. Anchorman. What? Gladiator. My husband loves that movie. Memento. Oh my God, I saw that movie so many years ago. Oh, The Favorite with Olivia Colman. Oh my God. Okay, so anyway, but I just want to share that with you. So I did this thing on... Oh my God, did you hear this? Okay, so somebody sent me this TikTok. I think I should start doing reactions to funny TikToks. If you guys find a funny TikTok, send it to me and I'll do reactions to it. This is the one I'm going to start with. I think actually my friend Nikki sent this to me. Yeah, she did. So it's this... maybe I'll react to this in a day or two. Should I start doing reactions to funny TikToks? It would be funnier because I don't even go to TikTok. So what's funny to me would probably be like not funny to you at all because like I would think everything was funny because I'm never on the TikTok. But anyway, Nikki sent this to me and it's this Audible, because I love Audible so much, this Audible narrator for this book called Girl Haunted by Blake Pierce. And she is like... And they left it in the narration, and she starts screaming and yelling in the background, all kinds of F's and things like F words and things like that, like the F-U. Anyway, she's doing all that in the background. And so anyway, she even commented on the post. It's kind of funny. She's like, my niece said I need to like bring my work over to TikTok, but this isn't how I necessarily thought I would find it. Anyway, I thought that was so funny. Okay, I like this hat. Do you guys think I should buy this hat? Oh, I bought a new hat this weekend. We're entering the new destination. Or new destination. See, there's my final destination. It all comes together in the end. We're entering a new era of the what do you call it? The icon hat. Now, I have like 4 icon hats still at home, but the corduroy icon hat that I wore forever. So it's been almost a year because in August will be our anniversary. My husband and I will have been together for 17 years, married for 14. And last year was when my hat was stolen. Well, my bag was stolen at the pool and my hat was in it. So it's been a year without the hat. I'm still very upset about it. Not really. But anyway, so we are entering a new generation of icon hats, y'all. So just get ready. Look, I have I was putting these up last night, the Final Destination thumbnails. Oh, then everybody wants me to review this espresso tonic. I love an espresso tonic. We have this like Dubai coffee shop here in town, and I love the espresso tonic from there. I love so much. So apparently Trader Joe's has this espresso tonic called Orange Flavor Espresso Tonic. These are the kind of DMs I get from people. Okay, and then, there was that Hannah's thing, and then there was somebody that stole my pictures and made a fake account about it. It happens about like every single day. I think it's kind of rude, don't you, that they use my childhood pictures on there? Like, why would you do that? I don't even love that picture. I think I've used it. I mean, it obviously is on my Instagram somewhere because John Paul took it from me. John Paul 11190 took it from me. That was it. I can tell you exactly where that picture was taken to. I don't know if John Paul 11190 knows this, but this picture right here was taken in Boyne Mountain, Michigan. I was skiing with my dad. It's a ski sweater, see? So I don't know if he knows that. I was probably about 6 or 7 in that picture, but John Paul 11190, go send him some love, please. He obviously needs it. So anyway, I put up here, oh my God, I got so many questions. I didn't realize I screenshot so many of these. Okay, so I put out, give me your unpopular opinions, and I'll do a little unpopular opinions video about it. So I'm going to give you an unpopular opinions video about, I'm just going to go through these and the ones in the order that I got them and whatever. Miley Cyrus or Selena? Oh, Selena. I love that song. What's that Selena song? I love that Selena song. Na 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 na. Do you know that song? It's so sad what happened to Selena, isn't it? What's that song? That Selena song. I have artist. I'm going in my iTunes right now. I have to look it up. What's that song by Selena? Oh, I love that song. What is that song? Hold on a second. Oh, Shakira, I love her too. Wherever, whenever. Okay, Selena. Where's the song? Oh, okay. Oh my God, I love Come on the Floor is one of my all-time favorite songs. Dreaming of You. Do you guys remember that song? Oh, that's not the Selena you're talking about. You're talking about Selena. Who are you talking about? Miley Cyrus? What do those even make sense together? I'm confusion. I'm confusion. Miley Cyrus or Selena Gomez? Well, both for different reasons. I mean, this is what I love, okay? Is like, I think that what's interesting to me is that like when people always talk about like JoJo Siwa being like in her Miley Cyrus era, like here's the thing with Miley Cyrus, okay? Like Miley Cyrus started, well first of all she had this like world famous dad, right? Like Billy Ray Cyrus. Then she started doing that show, Hannah Montana. And then, do you remember that song, No Ordinary Girl, back in the day? Oh my God. Okay, but then she like came out of that, and like people think, I don't know, like that was not an act that Miley Cyrus did. Like I think that was like a lot of weed and a lot of drugs, and I don't know what was going on. But like where she was like dancing with like cats on stage and stuff like that, and the twisty tie hair, and that was not like JoJo Siwa imitating a phase like she's so good at doing. Like Miley Cyrus was really going through something, and she wanted to call it artistic. I don't know if it was artistic. I liked a lot of the music that came out of that time. But then she kind of came out on the other side of it. And then she, like, did this, like, you know, cover of Edge of 17 by Stevie Nicks. It was fantastic. And Miley Cyrus has put out, like, some really fantastic music. Like, Miley Cyrus's voice, to me, is so unique and so unbelievable. And now she's kind of, like, moved into this new phase, like this style and stuff. And I'm going to tell you what I really believe about Miley Cyrus. I think in the next, like, I give it like 2 to 3. I was going to say 4. I'm going to give it 2 to 3 years. I think we're going to see Miley Cyrus star in some kind of like, you know, like Pamela Anderson did The Last Showgirl this year? Okay. It's going to be like that. Like Miley Cyrus is going to do some like kind of like independent movie, and she's either going to get nominated or win. And I think we're going to see, like, I think Miley Cyrus is, like, you know how Cher started off singing and then ended up being an actress and winning Oscars and stuff like that? I think we're going to see that with Miley Cyrus. Like, Miley Cyrus has gone through it, but, like, Miley Cyrus is authentic to her journey. So, I don't know, like, for me, like, how you can, like, copy that. So, good luck on that, JoJo Siwa. But to compare it to Selena Gomez, well, first of all, I don't know any of Selena Gomez's music. I love Selena Gomez and Only Murders in the Building. I love that show. I think it's fantastic. I think the fact that if you watch the show, and she plays off Martin Short and Steve Martin, 2 of the world's most fantastic comedians, and they're older too. And then she plays off of them, and she completes the circle. And it's just such a fantastic, like, trio of acting. I mean, the show is genius. I like Selena Gomez. I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't keep up with the Justin Bieber of it all. I don't keep up with the Hailey Biebers of it. I don't know anything about all that bullshit. So I don't care, and I don't keep up with it. I'm too old to care about stuff like that, really, if you want to know the truth. But if I had to pick between if I had to, like, say which one I like better, oh, definitely Miley Cyrus. I feel like Miley Cyrus has gone through, I don't know, like, I feel like her journey is so authentic. Like, I feel like not only has she gone through this, like, amazing journey, but she's, like, shared all of it, like, too, like, what she's gone through. And have you ever seen an interview with Miley Cyrus? Like, I mean, she's so real. And I don't know, there's just something very, and I think that's why she does get the collaborations, and she does get the backing from people. And she's also so LGBTQI plus friendly, and she doesn't back away from it. And I just think that she's her own person, and she owns it, and she's not afraid of that, and she's not afraid of standing up for what she believes in. And I just respect a lot about Miley Cyrus. So that's what I think. I listen to you talk about anything. Well, thank you, because I often do. Amber Lynn Reid update. Somebody asked me. I don't know anything about what's going on with Amber Lynn Reid. Should I catch up? It's so hard to catch up on Amber Lynn Reid because she puts out like a video like every day and it's always something new. I don't know anything about Amber Lynn Reid. What's going on with her right now? The person watching self-checkout is not your cashier. If you need that much help, wait in line. Oh, and my good Judy Tiny Jean will. She'll ask him to open a line, is what she'll do, because she gets so confused about scanning and stuff. And I love to scan and stuff. I'm like, Tiny, just let me scan it. And she'll scan it, and this is what Tiny Jean does. She goes, ma'am, can you just open a register? Because I have and I'm like, Tanya, I could have this stuff done for you in 20 seconds. 80s pop music. I love 80s pop music. 99, Red Balloons. I grew up in the 80s. I love 90s. Dubai chocolate is overrated. Well, what's interesting to me is like when I get comment after, like somebody will leave a comment. I know you didn't do this, but when somebody, maybe, I don't know, but somebody will leave a comment after comment on my video, be like, where's the review of the Dubai chocolate you talked about? Where's the review of the Dubai chocolate? I'm like, with an easy scan of my content, which is my videos, you could find that I already did the review of the Dubai chocolate on my reviewed video. I think it's overrated too. I'd take a good Reese's cup any day over Dubai chocolate. Well, the Dubai chocolate that I had, it was $7. It was a lot. So anyway, your opinion on Janet from the Valley and Jax Taylor. Well, I haven't watched a season of the Valley. I know that Jax Taylor just came out and confirmed that he is not coming back for season 3. I know there was a lot of drama this season. So let me tell you what my feelings are prior to season 2 of The Valley. Jax Taylor, I have never really liked Jax Taylor on Vanderpump Rules. And I think, like, if you watched, what was that show? It's kind of like The Traitors, but stupid. The World's Most Villainous House or whatever. It's hilarious, so. But he was in there, and he's talking about all of his sponsorships and everything, and he got kicked off real quick. Then he said that Britney had this was before they were, like, separated and divorced. He said that Britney had a stroke, and he had to leave, and none of that was true. And it's just like, I mean, he has never grown or changed as a person. Jax Taylor is just inexcusable to me. Janet from the Valley, I don't know what she's done this season, but last season, I couldn't stand her. I really, like, I just felt like, and I said last season that Kristen Doty was gonna, from the Vanderpump Rules, was good. I mean, she is somebody that has, I think, grown and changed. Well, I don't know, I haven't watched a season, but I felt like she had last season, and I felt like they were still trying to make her into the villain last season. But anyway, okay, the Illuminati, just kidding. No one will talk about that. No one will talk about the Illuminati. Oh, I firmly believe. I don't know that it's called, like, the Illuminati. Like, they say, like, let's get together and meet for the Illuminati meeting. I don't know that I think that that happens. But do I believe that there are segments of the world where... okay, first of all, like, if you read enough thrillers that I do, you start buying into a lot of, like, hire for murder conspiracy kind of things. I mean, and there's so much true crime out there, and I mean, there's so much that's going on in the world. By the way, I have to tell you it's kind of crazy. I did a video on this. I watched this documentary last week, Amy Bradley is Missing, on Netflix. Fantastic documentary. I didn't know much about that story. But my video reacting to it on my Peter Watches TV channel has more views than I have subscribers on that channel. I was like blown away. I was like, oh my God. But that documentary is like a not to be missed documentary. It's fantastically done. They honor Amy Bradley. They honor her family in there. It's really, really well done. Do I think that I think there are segments of groups. I don't really know how it works, obviously. But do I think that there are groups of very powerful people that get together and say, we're going to do this and we're going to do that? Yeah, 100% I do. I think there are people that have tons and tons of money that think they're above the law all over the world. I think it happens every day. I think most of us, the Illuminati or that kind of idea of it, I mean, the Illuminati starts with like the Masonry and all that kind of stuff if you read all the Dan Brown books and then looked into it afterwards. But do I think that like decades old things have gone on? 100%. Like, I mean, when you look at like, I'm not talking about fraternities and sororities like in college, but when you talk about like social fraternities and things like that, I mean, I think it's gone on generationally, you know, that we've seen things like this happen. And there's records of it where you see that these long-standing families of wealth and things like that back each other up. And then I think every once in a while you see like a leak in the system and then they like, anyway, those people are just taken care of is what I think. But yeah, 100%. I don't know if I think it's called the Illuminati or they get together like that. But do I think that there's like groups of very like famous people or very, very wealthy people that get together and say like, we need to shift this or we need to shift that? I mean, Do you not see it happening in our world? It happens all the time. I mean, it happened last year. Did you not? I mean, I don't think it takes brain science to see that happen. You know what I mean? And I don't think we have to call it, you know, the Illuminati. The camera stopped right as I think I was already in the question. I don't know where it stopped. But anyway, on how long it takes to plan a wedding. Afraid I'm taking too long on it. Take as long as you want on it. It's your wedding. You should take as long as you want on it. That being said, I always tell people, do destination weddings and spend more money on your honeymoon than you did on the wedding. Okay? And I will tell you that, I don't know, your wedding is over that quick. And your honeymoon, enjoy your honeymoon. Oh, and then she asked, should my fiance and I elope to avoid having to plan a wedding celebration? 100%. 100%. Or have a little, I don't know, reception when you get back and spend your money on a honeymoon for the two of you. That's what you should do. Your thoughts on Justin Bieber, his marriage, and if you think, I don't know, I will not address him being on substances as a person in recovery. I haven't kept up with any of that. I don't know. I don't care about his marriage. I wish Justin Bieber all the best. I don't know what's going on with him. What do you think about the end of the canceled podcast with Tana and Brooke? I thought it ended like 6 months ago. Is it ending again? I don't keep up with her. I don't keep up with Tana Mongeau unless she does something that like kind of enters my orbit of what I talk about. And is it ending? I actually did get quite a few DMs about this. People are like, can you talk about Tana? I don't know Brooke Schofield, okay? I don't know her. I wouldn't know her if she walked up my driveway and said, hey, Peter, I'm Brooke. I go, Brooke who? And she said, I'm Brooke S. I'd be like, do I know you from a meeting? I wouldn't know her, okay? Like, I don't know that Brooke Schofield girl. I don't care about her. I don't really care about their podcast. I'll tell you when I stopped caring about Tana Mongeau's podcast, the moment that it started. But I'll tell you when I really stopped caring about it was when she had Jeffree Star on there. This is where you fucking lose me, okay? This is where you lose me. When you have a platform, all right? You have a platform, whether you're a drama commentary channel or you have a podcast and you're an influencer that now wants to have a podcast like Manny and Laura or Tana Mongeau or Trisha or whoever, okay? And you want to have guests on there or you want to discuss shit and act like you didn't know what the real tea was behind the scene. Tana Mongeau was friends with all of those people. She was friends with Trisha. She knew Shane. She was friends with Shane. She knew Jeffree Star the least. She was friends with James Charles. Tana Mongeau knew what was going on, okay? She let Jeffree Star get in a full fucking podcast and lie through his teeth to change the narrative, okay? Baby, I'm out. I lost any respect. People are like, Tana Mongeau's changed. Has she? Has she? I mean, I was liking the new Tana Mongeau a little bit, but I was like, girl, have you changed though, really? Like, you're going to sit on this podcast. I would have respected, I would have had mad fucking respect for Tana Mongeau if she would have looked on that podcast and been like, Jeffree, are you really going to sit here? And this is where you want to see a real report. These people want to talk about, I want to be the next Barbara Walters. I want to be the next Wendy Williams. I want to be the next Andy Cohen. Put him in front of somebody and see if they'll ask the questions. I'll ask the fucking questions, okay? That's why none of these people will go and do an interview with me. And trust me, I asked them back in the day. None of them will, okay? I'll ask the questions. If I had been sitting there, I would have said, Jeffree, are you really going to sit here and try to rewrite history and lie about this? Tana and Brooke are like, oh yeah, like really, oh my God. I'm like, give me a fucking break. Tana, you knew what was going on. You're going to sit there and let Jeffree Star rewrite history on your fucking podcast? Seriously? I'm out. No, I don't respect you. I don't respect anybody that does that. That's bullshit. At period, 100%. Hotels charging for parking when it's not valet and not in South Beach. Okay, well, that's kind of funny because all of the hotels in South Beach, we used to drive down to Florida. I mean, well, I think most hotels, I mean, in Chicago, they charge valet too. And then it's like every day that you take it out and take it in. Anyway, I don't know. I haven't had to do that in so long. But like in South Beach, it is astronomically expensive. Okay, let's see. Your unpopular opinion of Ozarks. It's just so boring. And people are like, hold in there, it gets better. Some people are like, it's so horrible I couldn't get through it. And other people are like, it gets better, it gets better. Does it? When? Please let me somebody know. I want to hear Alex's opinions about this season's Love Island. Okay, well, so my husband is obsessed with Love Island, if you did not know. And so I was not aware that Love Island USA just ended. He is now watching Love Island UK, unless it's over too, and I'm not aware of that. But he was watching a previous season of Love Island UK, and he's now watching a previous season of Love Island US. He is obsessed with the show, you guys. And he has a group text with 4 of his girlfriends, and they are all watching the same thing. And so all night long, it's like, all about Love Island. And then he's like, well, let's go back and watch a season together. And I said, okay. And so finally, I said, I will watch a season if you watch a season of Love After Lockup. That didn't happen. So anyway, opinions on the CEO getting busted for cheating at the Coldplay concert. Well, I actually addressed that in my last video. But thank you for letting me know you don't watch my videos. No one holds Charlotte Tilbury accountable. I don't know anything about her being a bully or a mean girl. I don't know nothing about that. If you want to send me the information, I will fully do a full expose on Charlotte Tilbury being, I don't know, is she? I don't know anything about that. Okay. Hold on a second. 90-day universe. Okay, I tried so hard to get into the 90-day fiance thing. I just couldn't do it. I didn't understand a K-1 visa. I didn't get none of it. Okay. And so, but some of those couples stay together. They really do. Like, I looked them up in the season that I watched. I watched that one couple. They got married. She was from like Ohio and he was like from Korea and he came over here and they got married. I watched that one. They're still together, I think. And then the guy that he was like had drug charges and is like it's always a mess. And then his like fiance was from Indonesia. They're still married. And then the girl that was from London and the guy that was from LA, and then she was like used to like living in a penthouse apartment and she came over and he had like this shithole like apartment and like a dog that just barked 24 hours a day, and then her mom came over there. Oh my god, that season I couldn't get through. I could not get through that season at all. Okay. But I have to tell you, so there was this woman on there that was trans, and she was going to, what's the city? She kept on saying she thought her boyfriend, whose name was Igor, fiance, looked like Justin Timberlake. So she would call him Justin, but he didn't look anything like Justin Timberlake at all. And then he was real mean to her. And so then now they're not together. I can't remember what her name was, but I loved her. But she was, if you watch the documentary about Venus Extravaganza, she's at the very end of it. And I think her last name is, I think she's in the House of Extravaganza. I think, because I like looked her up when I was watching 90 Day Fiance. Why can't I not remember her name? Nikki. Oh, I loved her. And Nikki, I think her name is Nikki Extravaganza. And I was like, when I watched it, I was like, oh my god, that's Nikki from 90 Day Fiance. And then I was like, oh, I think she's in the House of Extravaganza. So just a little, I love crossovers like that. Okay. Oh, here's another one. The CEO and the mistress. I can't help but feel bad for them. Really? You feel bad for them? For making that, I mean, this is what kills me, right? It's like, we have some of the smartest people in the world, like running these massive companies, and they don't think through that maybe I shouldn't go to a company, like maybe I shouldn't go to a concert with this person I'm having an affair with. And I know it's not, I know she was her HR or whatever. I know people have let me know. But like, you don't think that maybe that wasn't the wisest choice, that maybe you might run up to somebody while you're getting nachos or going in the toilet or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you didn't think maybe that was a bad choice? Like, I don't know. I'm kind of getting worried about the people that are running our, country and running these companies. Like, they don't make very smart decisions. I would have thought through that. Oh my god, listen, if my friend Tanya Jean and I were there at that concert and we knew them, if that was like Tanya Jean's neighbor or something, Tanya'd be like, fuck this concert, come on, and we would follow them all the way through, we'd be taking pictures and all, sure as shit we would. We were fucking citizen detectives. I'd have figured that whole thing out. Okay, I don't know why Love Island was so popular this year. I have no idea, but everybody was watching it. What do you think of Lady Gaga's most recent album? I mean, I like it. I'm a silent executive producer that wasn't listed on the credits, but I like it a lot. I came up with most of the lyrics, so, I mean, how could I not like it? Would you ever review an animated series on your TV channel? I probably would. I mean, it would depend on what it was. Like Dragon Ball Z? No. My brother-in-law loves that show. No, I would never do, like, Dragon Ball Z. But I don't know, like Scooby-Doo? like Richie Rich? Maybe that... Those after-school specials of, like, the House of the Clock in its Walls. Oh, my God. Or the Bridge of Terabithia. I loved those back in the day. Okay. Thoughts on Summerween? Well, I love Halloween, okay? And I love Summerween, but I'm not ready for summer to be over yet. I'm just not. Because that means I'm locked in the house for, like, 8 months. So I'm not ready for summer to be over yet. Somebody said the Brian Kohlberger plea deal, they offered him a plea deal at last minute, even though the families were against it, life in prison instead of death penalty if pled guilty. I really was hoping for a trial, because well, I really wanted to hear a lot of what my friend Emily Baker had to say about it. I love Emily, and I knew that she was covering the whole thing. And I really wanted the families to get, to get, actually, I think one of the families was for the plea deal because they just kind of wanted the whole thing to be over. I think the rest of the families were not for it. I think it was going to cost the state a lot of money, and they knew that, and it was going to bring a lot of media attention, and I think that they just were like, this is, we're not doing this, and it's all going to kind of be the same. So anyway, and I don't know. I mean, I think the question of the death penalty should really be left up to the families of the victims, is what I really think. Pyramid schemes, opinion, or other, okay, pyramid schemes, this is how I feel about pyramid schemes. If you, as a grown adult, okay, well, first of all, I will just say this, Chelsea Suarez, I love her videos, okay, I love her videos. I don't know half the people that she's talking about. I don't know, but I love her pyramid scheme videos, and she's talking about the multi-level marketing. I love her so much. She knows I do. I love her videos. Okay, but she cracks me up so much. And I would call her kind of like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say this because she probably doesn't consider me the same, but I would consider Chelsea like a friend by acquaintance, like, anyway, I like Chelsea. So anyway, her videos crack me the fuck up, okay, and she calls these people out. But this is honest to God how I do feel about multi-level marketing and pyramid schemes. If you are a grown adult and you are so stupid that you think you're going to get a fucking BMW off of one of those things by putting $500 into it and signing all of your closest friends up that will not be your friend in a year because they are so sick and tired of hearing your shit about coming over to some Montev party or selling some kind of wine that will fix every fucking hemorrhoid in your body, or I don't know, or some concentrated bullshit that will wash 400 loads of laundry in a tablespoon, or you think you're gonna, nobody gets rich quick, okay? Unless you go to the casino and hit the right slot machine, and I've been trying for years, or a scratch off or a lottery ticket. It's just not gonna happen, okay? And if you're a grown fucking adult and you want to spend your money, now I did like those party light candles. I did like those party light candles, okay? And my cousin loved that Sapotica jewelry, but that's kind of different. Those are kind of like the hosting of the parties. I mean, it is and it isn't, okay? But like, I am so tired of seeing these people are like, do you want to be part of the challenge? Be part of my challenge. Be part of the challenge. There is this chick here in town, and like, we have known her forever, and she first did Body by V, and she was like the first one that got into it, and she was like at the top of the pyramid, and she did make a lot of money because she was at the top of the pyramid. And it's like that Visalis bullshit. And then, I mean, Chelsea, reach out to me if you want to know the inside scoop, okay? So I will never forget, she invited my husband down. I don't really care. I'm going to share my stories from now on. But she invited my husband and I out to dinner. And she's like, oh my God, this is what people always say. You would be so good. Like, I have a side business that would make you a lot of money. Okay. My husband always wanted to do these things. So we would go through, I had done the Amway and stuff all the back in the day. So we would go do all this kind of stuff. And then we would get through it. I'm like, Alex, no, you don't have to put any money into it. You don't have to put any money into it. So we went out to dinner with this gal. I mean, fucking 2-3 hours of my life wasted, right? Am I really at the 17-minute mark of this video? No, 12. Anyway, not like it makes a difference. But 3 hours wasted of my life listening to her go on and on and on about entry levels. And it's always like, and every post on their Facebook is, do you want to be part of my challenge? Oh my God, be part of my challenge. Are you up for the challenge? Be part of the fucking challenge. I'm like, block. Block. I don't want to be part of your challenge. I don't want to be a part of your fucking tree. I don't care. Don't stop asking me about this shit, okay? One way quick to lose me as a friend, like online or in real life, is to ever invite me to a multi-level marketing meeting or party. That is the quickest way. If you want to participate in it, baby, you do it all day long, okay? Don't share that shit on my Facebook timeline. Don't invite me to it. Don't ask me. Don't mention it. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. I'm glad you got a BMW, okay? But this Body by Visalis shit was like, everybody, if you get a BMW, if you sign up 5 people. Well, we knew some people that had done it, and I had asked them before. I was like, do you really get a BMW? They're like, no. They pay the down payment on the BMW, then you pay the payments. I was like, oh, that is such a scam. So anyway, they got out of it with quickness after they got their BMW, and then they sold their BMW and got something else. But anyway, we sat there for 3 hours with this gal for dinner, and she's like, oh, you guys would make such great, you know, like, I don't know, all the words they use. It's like that. It's like, you know, okay, the multi-level marketing words are the same as, like, if you watch Bachelor Nation. Connections, and I'm going to pull somebody aside. It's like all that bullshit. It's all the words. Like, I think you guys would make such great leaders in my organization. Like, that kind of spooky cult bullshit. Like, and I'm like, sitting there, I'm like, I know I'm paying no money. And I told Alex before we went in, I said, you want to do it? You put your $500 down, but don't be tagging me on nothing on Facebook and whatever. He's like, you don't have to give any money to this. And so she's talking about all this kind of stuff. So anyway, at the end of it, she's like, well, which package would you guys like to enter into? And I go, I told you I'm not interested in this. And Alex goes, what do you mean package? This was the last one we ever did, because he figured it out with quickness. These things are all a scam. And she's like, I mean, multi-level marketing, it works, okay? You do make money off of it at the expense of losing every fucking person in your life, pissing them off, nonstop talking about it on Facebook, and it's just a scam. I mean, go watch the LuLaRoe thing, and their products are shit. Their products are not high quality. If they did, if they were that great, they would sell themselves. They wouldn't have to be pushed, okay? And so anyway, so she's like, looks at Alex and she's like, well, which package do you want to buy? And we've got the $1,000 package and the $5,000 and he's like, what are you talking about? And she's like, well, the starter package. She's like, I have to put money into this. And she's like, yeah. He was so done in that moment. And he's like, he's like, no, I'm not putting any money into this. She didn't pick up our fucking dinner. I'm like, oh, this is a business meeting? Baby, you don't even know how to do business, okay? You'd think that this dinner would be a write-off for you. She didn't pick up our dinner. She didn't pick up our fucking dinner. 3 hours of my life wasted. That's what I think of multi-level marketing pyramid schemes. You want to participate in it as a grown fucking adult that should know better? That should know better, okay? Should know better. Now listen, we all sold them candy bars when we were in elementary school for the choir, the 7th grade Washington, D.C. trip that I didn't even take, okay? But I do know the girl that gave a blowjob to the one guy, and then everybody's remembered it for the last 30 years. That's why you don't go on the Washington, D.C. trip. Everybody remembers that girl, trust me, or guy. But everybody remembers who they are. I know her. She's a friend of mine. That's Misty. Remember Misty I used to talk about? Anyway, that's beside the fact. Those candy bars you can't sell. You know what I'm talking about? You keep them in your closet. And they're like, Mom, I got to take $400 for these candy bars. Anyway, it's all a scam. We should have learned it in them candy bars. Anyway, that's what I think about pyramid schemes. Nina, thank you for asking me that. I appreciate it. You got me heated, baby. Heated. Opinions about smut. Well, I don't really love it. I mean, I love a good cozy mystery, you know what I mean? And it's not like I'm dirty-minded or anything like that. I'll tell you, I've read a couple, like, gay erotica novels. They don't really do much for me. Mostly because, well, they're written by women, a lot of them. I don't know if you know that. I think they write it accurately. I think they do, and I think there's a huge market for it. I don't know. Like, to be honest with you, my grandma read a lot of smut. My grandma that went to prison. She read a lot of the Harlequin novels, and so it kind of reminds me of that. It cheeses me out. It, like, really kind of cheeses me out. I just can't do it, a lot of it. I just can't. I mean, it's always like, and he played with her with his finger. I'm like, no! Like, what did you have for dinner? Did you guys have creme brulee or carrot cake? I don't care about her. See, blank, I don't know. I don't care, okay? I don't want to know about it. I don't want to know how fresh shaving her landing strip was. I don't care. Did you guys go get coffee and walk around? That's what I want to know. Anyway. Your opinion on bagels. I love bagels. I love a good bagel and schmear. Okay, underwear should not be worn with swim trunks. I buy the swim trunks with the liner 100%. What is this, okay? I'm telling you right now, like, that is so weird to me. I feel like I see that everywhere I go. It's not just, like, isolated. I thought it was, like, this kind of, like, USA Midwest thing. Like, board shorts with underwear underneath it. And it's always, like the boxer briefs. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, if I, like, after, like, going to the pool or something, well, I'm married, right? And my husband don't do that. But, like, I'm just saying, like, if my husband or boyfriend or something came home and then had to take off them wet underwear, I'd be like, that is gross. Like, I don't like that. So I don't love that. I think that is weirdly looking. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Pugs. I mean, I like all dogs. They're not my favorite dogs, though. Anything sister-wise related, I'm so obsessed with your reaction videos on the show. Oh, thank you. Brisha and Chiffon, thank you, too. Those are Robin Brown's daughters. Thank you so much. I hope we get a season. My opinion is I hope we get a season 20 because I have so much fun reacting to it. The CEO getting caught. Well, thank you again. Another person didn't watch my video last week. The Coldplay affair scandal. Another person didn't watch. See, this is the problem. Y'all aren't watching my videos. Then somebody said, I scanned through your whole video to find you talking about Coldplay and you never once talked about it. Fuck, I didn't. I remember talking about it. I watched it back and yes, I did watch it. Y'all are missing the nuggets within the turd, okay? The turd is the video. The nuggets are in between. You do the math, okay? What Real Housewives to start with? This is probably one of my most asked questions. What Real Housewives to start with? I would probably say Miami and start with the reboot. I think it's season 4. Or although the old seasons with Leah Black are fantastic, I mean, just to know that she was like such good friends with Joe Francis, who owned that company, the Girls Gone Wild. I mean, like he's so problematic. Now that documentary is out, and Leah Black would like, she thought he was like her best friend and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's hilarious in retrospect that she was so. She thought she had it figured out. Miami is one of the, I mean, it gets such bad ratings, and it is one of the, I mean, this season is so messy. It is so fucking, they literally have a party, okay? Alexia has a party where they have to answer questions, and then they have to, like, rank who's the biggest narcissist in the group. Like, but who the fuck does that? Like, this is, like, genius television, okay? That they are ranking who is the biggest narcissist in the group. This is the reality television I have waited 30 years for. Miami and then Salt Lake City is how I'd rank it, because they've got the shortest series, and so it's the easiest to get into. Blake Lively drama, haven't kept up with it. Coldplay CEO, cheating drama, another one that hasn't watched my video. Go back and watch my last video. Which is funnier, Moosegate or Camelgate? Well, okay, so Moosegate is where I wasn't sure if it was a reindeer or a moose on my sheets, the Christmas sheets. And Camelgate is Jeffree Star standing with the camel. Okay, Moosegate and Reindeergate, which is Moosegate 2023, I think, is funny because it's been so ongoing and people remember it. Camelgate is funny to me because I never once thought that I would ever have to bring in Jeffree Star's moose knuckle into a video. I never thought I would ever address Jeffree Star's moose knuckle. So for that reason, that's what's funnier to me. How stupid Labubus are. I don't, you know what? Listen, and I'm going to end with this one. This is what I think. I don't love the Labubu thing, and I'll tell you why I don't love it, because so many people love it. It's kind of like, it's like saturated now. But like, if you, like my friend Nikki, she loves the Labubu baby. She's obsessed with it. She named her. She was so excited. I laugh at her because she did this video. She sent it to me, and she's like unboxed it. And she's like, oh my God, it's the one I want. I said, girl, you would have said any one that you got was the one you wanted. People think I'm so shady online. I'm shady to my friends too. We're shady to each other. But anyway, she opened this thing. She's like, oh my God, it's the one. Baby, they all look like them things from Where the Wild Things Are. Those Labubus are ugly. But if you want one and you want to hang it off of your purse, baby, go right ahead and do it, okay? I don't care, you know? I think you should do what you want to do. I think you should wear what clothes make you happy, listen to music that makes you happy. Baby, if you want to pierce your eyebrow and stick a Labubu through it, I think you should fucking do it, okay? Listen, we only have one life, and as long as you ain't hurting nobody, live your best life, okay? Live your best Labubu life. Do what you want to do, as long as you ain't hurting nobody. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Happy Monday. I hope we are gonna have a great week. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.